There's a lot more to Venom than meets the eye.
We have got shit you have never seen.
Craving a deeper look?
Eyes, lungs, pancreas. So many snacks, so little time.
Traditionally in the comics, he started out as a villain in opposition to Spider-Man, but for our movie, he's really functioning completely on his own. So we have to get creative and figure out a new way for the alien to come to Earth as opposed to being brought here by Spider-Man.
There's a story that we always love called Planet of the Symbiotes, and it is, in our movie, the origin of the Venom symbiote. And so we're sort of marrying Planet of the Symbiotes to the Eddie Brock story, which is very much in keeping with the mythology of the books.
The typical comic character is either really evil or really good. So it's a good doer like Superman and a bad guy like millions of them. And what's really fun about Venom is that he's really both.
In the comics, Venom was a villain for years. They didn't go good with him until they figured out, oh, if we throw him over here, and then he's kind of, you know, eating a bad guy as the enemy of my enemy, my friend, sort of thing. So Venom is a character who should not be looked at as a role model, but can actually wind up doing the right thing from time to time.
Venom has a ton of power.
Whoa, that was pretty cool, actually.
He can do almost anything that certain other superheroes from his world can do.
Venom's somewhere between the Hulk and Spider-Man in terms of how he moves and how fast he is and how nimble he is and how strong he is. But what's really special about him is his ability to create these tendrils, which he can use to stop people or to wrap people up or to do lots of different things.
Then also, believe it or not, he's a healer. If someone breaks their leg, can heal it completely.
That was a big thing from the comics as well. And they do all that in the flick.
Anneweying is Eddie Brock's ex-wife in the comics. She's kind of the person that knows Eddie best other than Venom, and she holds him to a higher standard and wants him to be the best version of himself.
She's taking a stand in her own personal life. I loved you.
He loves me? What is that supposed to mean?
She's a professional woman. She is ambitious. She's really sharp, and she isn't willing to settle.
Are we gonna try and find our way back?
No, we can't. And that's ultimately at the crux of the film, is that these two people loved each other, but they couldn't be together because he hadn't grown up yet.
Michelle is a great custodian of the character. She's so intelligent about it. Every single moment was an opportunity to get something emotional that speaks to the characters at large over the whole piece.
Eddie, we're just trying to help you.
I know, I'm not actually talking to you, Annie.
Who are you talking to?
And so when they were like, hey, she's in Venom, you're like, oh my God, they got lucky. They scored huge. She's Michelle effing Williams.
Sorry, what was that?
She gets nominated for Oscars left and right. And then the character becomes She-Venom.
Hi, Eddie.
Whoa.
So that's crazy. That's something that they kept very, very quiet. So when that came out, you were like, oh! And, you know, it's awesome for her that she got to play that.
It did feel kind of great, though.
So at the end of the day, is Venom a good guy or a bad guy? You know, like any great character is like a crayon or a tool in a box. So if it helps your story for Venom to be a bastard, then Venom's a bad guy. If you want to do Frankenstein to some degree, then you can use him as a good guy. He's multi-purpose. He goes both ways. And with that tongue, come on, how could he not?